So the message is given to the nature. Buddha followers become enlightened under the tree. So tree become their symbol. Similarly, Hindu Guru, they selected river. Jaina master recorded their message on dry mountains. So the message is given to the nature for the future seekers who will understand this language. He realized that death is coming. He wanted to go to that mountain and leave his body. But he missed it by only few kilometers. He felt very sick and he left his body near Rajagir. There is a place, Pavapuri. Pavapuri is only few kilometers from Sambet Sikar. But he could not manage to reach there because he felt very sick. He had a diarrhea and dysentery. So he left his body at Pavapuri, only few kilometers away from that mountain, Sambet Sikar. But other 22 reached there at same spot and they left their body to make that place especially powerful charge. If you go to Sambet Sikar, you will realize what I am talking to you. There is a current of, very strong current of enlightenment there. Meditation is very easy because 22 Tirthankara had left his body. So they make some place very special for the seekers. That's why the communes are made, Tirtha, holy places are made, created. So Buddha, the Mahavir, all the Jaina Tirthankara, they left their body on same mountain, 22. Buddha selected the tree. Buddha himself became enlightened under a tree and he lived whole life in the garden. After he left his body, after he left his palace, he never lived in a house. He always lived in a garden under the tree. That was his favorite spot. And lot of Buddhist followers, Buddha followers become enlightened under the tree. So tree become their symbol. Similarly, Hindu Guru, they selected river, water body. So most of you will find most of the Hindu holy places are most famous are at the bank of Ganges or other river. Wherever they found river, they have meditated on the bank of river. So most of the Hindu temple you will find on the bank of river. Where there was no river, they created pond, big pond, and they charged the water of that pond. The Hindu technique was to give their message to the water. Jaina technique was to give their message to the mountain for the future generation. Because when Buddha was born, many people are not sensitive. They don't realize, they don't take the message. So the message is given to the nature for the future seekers who will come in the future, who will understand this language. So most of the people are not interested in this thing, meditation. But the message is very important. So message is recorded. Jaina master recorded their message on dry mountains. There are many dry mountains in Gujarat and Rajasthan. Very strong Buddha field where Jaina monks have meditated and 22 have left their body at one space to make it very powerful. Sambet Sikar. Similarly, the Buddhists, they gave their message to the tree. So if you go to Bodh Gaya and sit under the tree where Buddha has become enlightened, if you are open and if you can understand, you will find very strong current there, very strong current. Similarly, you go to Ganges and if you are sensitive, you can feel very strong current which Hindu monks has coded their message. No? The message is there with the river. So if you can decode it, if you are a meditator and if you are ready to receive it, you can get the message near the river. So the place under which we are sitting, this is also a very special place. So not ordinary place. Because Another Buddha disciple, Nagarjuna, who is the next to Buddha, who is the next to Buddha in Buddhist tradition. Because Nagarjuna started Mahayana tradition, Vajrayana tradition, and Nagarjuna was one who could understand what Buddha is saying by middle path. People were not clear what is the meaning of middle path and what is the meaning of sunyata, nothingness. So that was the basic teachings of Buddha. Only Nagarjuna could understand after few hundred years. When Buddha was in body, nobody could understand what Buddha mean by anatma, no self. Nobody could understand. So after few hundred years, or 500 years after Buddha, Nagarjuna could understand what was the meaning of middle path and what is the message of sunyata, nothingness. So he is the greatest scholar. He started the Mahayana tradition. The whole Tibet and China they follow Mahayana, and most of the country, the Mahayana tradition became very popular. And he started the Vajrayana also, the Tantric Marg of Tantric school of Buddhism, that was also started from Nagarjuna. And this is the spot, there was a mother tree of this tree under which Nagarjuna attained enlightenment. So this is not an ordinary tree. It may be ordinary for non-meditators because they don't understand this language. But for the people who can understand this language and who can receive the message, for them this tree is very important. So yesterday we felt it. We had a sannyas celebration and it was very powerful, very, very powerful sannyas celebration. We had never done sannyas celebration in open. We were always doing it in the meditation hall. But last week we do 2 sannyas celebration here. The first time we did it just days ago, 5 days ago, and we felt very strong current, very strong energy. So we decided that yesterday also we decided to make this sannyas celebration here, and it was very powerful for the people who can understand this language. For those who don't understand this language, for them it is nothing. But those who can understand the language of energy, for them it was a great feast, great feast. And that's why I thought that today also we should sit under the tree